Break out the brooms, baby. The Astros sweep the Red Sox over the weekend. Welcome back to another edition of Beyond the Diamond podcast here on the Apollo Podcast Network. Brian Lima, Apollo Dez, Josh behind the camera. Boys, what a weekend it was. Oh, my gosh. There were balls being hit out left and right. Spencer Arrighetti pitched his ass off. Hunter Brown pitched his ass off. Ronel Blanco labored, grinded, but got enough, gave enough to get it done. Damn, what a weekend up in Beantown. The Astros sweeping up to Boston.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was a good one, dude.
Sweeping up to Boston.
How long have you that one dialed in?
Some are saying sweep Caroline.
Sweet. Oh, even better. I like that one. But in all seriousness, man, they kicked Boston's ass over the weekend.
I had nothing right there. Y'all had one, and I had just
nothing.
Nothing, dude.
I was waiting for it.
I was like, Sweet Brady. I was like, Revolutionary War.
Brady.
I was just trying to, like,
Brady.
there's just nothing was happening there.
No Boston Tea Party. Nothing.
I was thinking Harbor. I was
Boston
thinking
Sweet
everything.
Party.
Wow.
It was just.
No Paul Revere. I mean,
There was a lot. I went through all of them.
No?
I mean,
Okay.
just nothing.
It's not like you, man. You all right?
$1,000
Okay.
there.
Oh,
Man.
man. That was a tough look.
Y'all look good. I like your shirts.
Yeah, we're matching.
Thanks. Yeah.
Matching.
We planned that
Got from
today.
Coby Stevens. CobyStevens.com.
Kobe Stevens Golf Apparel. KobeStevens.com. Good plug right there.
Thank
At least you got that right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Use code
Tic-tac-toe
USA.
5 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Monday blowing a game you should have won to running off 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Houston Astros are here and the league's fucked. Call the mayor.
Block off Louisiana Street.
Lock down Louisiana Street. Playing the parade.
Parade is back on.
Totally back on.
Back on.
Back on meter. But they showed they could win in different ways that we've seen over this golden era and golden age. They find different ways to win every night, and obviously it ended with a 10-run barrage and a player position pitching with Dom Smith. But this mic is just out of control. I had it set up, Dad.
No. Now turn it.
It is turned.
There you go. It shouldn't fall anymore.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. I can produce as well if you guys need it. Producer Lil Lima around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Anyways.
But this was awesome. This was fun baseball.
Yeah. So I got some statistics here, and they're courtesy of Tony Adams, the Wizard.
Iron Man.
I said this on the radio show this morning. You guys remember on May 8th where the Astros were? They were 12-24. Since then, they have been 50-31, which is the best record in Major League Baseball. And during that span, they have allowed the fewest runs of any team. Since May 8th, Houston has allowed just 295 runs. The next closest is the New York Yankees, allowing 366 runs. Let's look over at the NL. Arizona, 49-33 since May 8th. They've allowed 383 runs. So the Astros have allowed fewer than 300 runs, and the next closest is the New York Yankees at 366.
That's a huge difference.
50-31 since May 8th. I'm not trying to say anything about Jose Abreu, but I'm just saying it seemed like once he got out of the lineup, the Astros kind of took off a bit.
When was that? May 8th?
I don't know if it's May 8th, but I would have to go. I mean, I'd have to go back and look.
I think the run of all this goes to pitching. I think you had the Hunter Brown resurgence. Framber Valdez pitching like the ace we expect him to be. Obviously, Ronel carried a lot of water for this staff and this organization for the first few months. But when the big guy gets going, when Jose Altuve plays like Jose Altuve and Alex Bregman plays like Alex Bregman, wins seem to follow.
Yeah.
And I said it, I think, before the Ranger series, like, hey, these guys got to be Superman, and they've collectively hit like 15 home runs since then. They hit well in Arlington. They hit well in Boston. Hopefully this is a jump start for the rest of the season. But to go back all the way with Tony Adams' stats, like, there was. Remember the voicemails?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot.
Our listener line?
There was a lot.
Remember the doomsday clock?
We should bring that back. We should bring that back for the live show. Let's get some calls in for this week.
Okay.
Let's just run it live.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, they became 500 on June 30th, June 29th.
Yeah.
And then on June 30th or July 1 is when they went above 500 and they stayed above 500. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
We are now, what's today? August 12th?
Yeah.
Over a month ago, they were barely 500. And here we are. I think they're 7 games above 500. They're still tied in the AL West. Thanks a lot, New York Mets. You guys suck, dude. Your team blows. Mariners scored 22 runs and only gave up 1 run over the weekend.
OMG.
Hot take.
It's early, but
The
sure.
second place finisher in the AL West will have the number 2 wild card spot.
I don't think that's a hot take.
Just lock it in right now.
I think this division is going to come down to the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
And what that's going to do is that's going to allow whoever is in second place in this division to be one of the wild card spots, because you look at the AL Central, you look at the AL East, Baltimore and the New York Yankees are going to beat up on each other.
One of those teams is a wild card.
Yep. And then you also have the AL Central in Cleveland, Kansas City, and the Minnesota Twins.
They're all about to play each other.
They're
like
all
9
going to play each other down the
times.
stretch.
Yeah. It's
so that's going to put one of the guys as the division leader, and then one of them probably in the wild card, and then the other one's going to be out, which would allow somebody in the AL West to be another wild card team. And I think we said it offline, like Josh, you brought it up. This is probably in a long time where the division races all across baseball have been this tight. The NL, I said it on Friday or last Tuesday, the NL wild card, you have the wild card leaders, and then after that, everyone else is like between 1 and 4 games out. It's insane over in that league. And then all the division races here are right there neck and neck as well. It's crazy, man. It's good, though. I love this for baseball.
I have a tweet that'll be dropping tomorrow. Or I tweet on April 12th.
Okay.
We're going to laugh about this around August 13th.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Bookmark me. I think around April 12th, we were probably around 7-19.
We had the doomsday clock.
Yeah. So I can't wait to drop that tweet.
Yeah, I had that.
I'm still waiting for the Astros game tonight. I mean, hell or high water, they'd be down a game or up a game or still even. But
it'd suck if they fall 1 game back to Seattle right before the.
I know. Should I get the tweet out today though?
No, I'll wait till tomorrow. Either way, even
if
I mean, either way, you're
I would
right,
drop it
but it's
regardless.
just, if they're not in first, you're gonna have some chirps for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what the Astros record was on April 12th.
It was not good. I looked this morning. I just can't remember it off the top of my head.
So we started 0-4.
Yeah.
Won the no-hitter game, so we're 1-4, 1-5, 2-5, 2-6, 2-7.
It was ugly.
It was bad.
3-8. 4-8. And then we got swept by Kansas City. So that's 11. That's 4-11.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we blew the Rangers game at home 12-8. So we were 4-12 when I sent that tweet out.
Wow.
What a time. What a time to be live.
Astronomous.
You should just we can get it today if you want, but we should just get a video of you laughing. And then
Manic
just
laughing.
quote tweet that.
Oh, okay, that's kind of awkward. There it was right there.
I guess. But
That's what you wanted, dude.
no,
Sorry, all the listeners.
I just picture you in front of a fire, just
I've
laughing.
been. Oh, there's 150 bookmarks.
Oh, I know.
Is there really?
150.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So.
Damn. I'll definitely drop that banger tomorrow for sure.
Some call it the last dance. I call it the last laugh. Bar.
I mean, it's really not the last laugh though, because there's still 45 games left.
The middle.
Very much like my Rangers take last year, where I said they were going to not win the division, and then they didn't. I was correct.
They didn't.
And then they rented a ring. Then they rented a ring. What a fraud!
Yeah. They will go down as the biggest fluke World Series winners of all time.
I don't know.
Yes, dude, they're 7.5 out. They're not even gonna make the playoffs
I know,
this year.
Hold on. What about the 04 White Sox?
The 29 Nationals, the 20.
Why is it always us?
The 2019
It is.
Nationals,
The Marlins.
the Marlins. You also got the 2004 or 2005 White Sox. But I mean, think about it. Like the Rangers had some good years, but they could never win the World Series, and then they fell off and they were non-existent. And then they get to the World Series and they play a Diamondbacks team. Like, okay, Whoever won the
ALCS
Astros
was the World
There was a
Series.
World Series. Whoever won the ALCS was going to win the World Series because look, all credit to the Diamondbacks, but they didn't have enough to get it done against either of those
Phillies
teams.
choked.
Yeah, Phillies did choke 100%.
And the Dodgers, but
The Rangers dominated that World Series as they should have.
Yeah.
Right? And now they're 7.5 back.
a
and
week ago they were
will-
3.5 back. In a week's time, you're out of. You're hanging on for your dear life.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
I will say
100%
I will say they are the biggest fall off for a team that's essentially the same roster.
And you also think of how much money they paid their guys and how
Yeah.
much talent they have on that roster.
This is why I'm kind of.
That's why another thing I go into about the biggest fluke.
I don't think the Nationals were a fluke compared to the Rangers because the Nationals after had a plan
Yes.
Yeah.
to
That's
rebuild.
what
and
I'm
get
saying.
rich.
Like
Yes.
a lot of teams, it's in their final year of a lot of their
Right.
big guys. Like it's like their last dance type of thing, and they win, and then after that they break up the team. Like the Cubs kind of did that. They weren't really supposed to, but they did. But this Rangers team is essentially the same roster
Right.
as last season. Like they should be just as good.
And they're not,
Yeah.
which I love.
So
Either way.
I'm pulling up their schedule real quick. I would say they are the wild card of this division just because they could play spoiler, right? The Rangers going into the rest of the 6 weeks we have left. Damn, that's crazy. The season's already over. The Astros are done playing them. They have 3 left with Seattle. 6 left with Seattle. So chirping them now, we may need their help down the stretch.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're still incentivized to play for something.
Yeah.
But they don't play the Mariners till September 12th, where they have them for 4, and then September 20th they have them for 3. They have 7 games left for the Mariners.
That's crazy.
It's going to be huge.
That's
Those are huge series right there.
huge. You can maybe the division's right there.
We'll be busting out some Rangers pride for a little bit there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
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 Just do something. please.
Let's talk Spencer Arrighetti.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Spencer
Wow.
Arrighetti is a dude.
Wow.
13 strikeouts, a new career high because the outing prior to this one, he set his own record with 12 strikeouts, and now he beats it with 13. Since July 7th, Spencer Arrighetti, 36 innings pitched, 27 hits, 13 earned runs, 11 walks, 49 strikeouts, 3.25 ERA.
And an
Spencer Arrighetti is a
insane,
dude.
Yeah.
an insane amount of fuck you fastballs.
Yes.
I it's great, and we said it early on in the season. This kid has moxie. There's guys that carry themselves differently when they're on the mound, and that's what you want when it's your top pitching prospect. He's going to be in the front end of your rotation in the future when you're building it all out. Even as a rookie, as the number 5 guy, he's carrying himself like an ace. He's out there on the mound, establishing the fastball. The changeup, it was like the Red Sox had never seen a changeup. He just dropped the changeup in on them.
Yeah.
The sweeper plays tremendously.
Yeah.
I watched half the broadcast on Fox Sports or Fox F1
FS1.
or FS1. Verducci was just drooling over his sweeper the entire time. So
Yeah.
flipped it back over to the Space City Home Network, and obviously they had the usage up with everything, and the changeup was up. But when you see a guy like this not only do it once, but twice, but 3 times,
Yeah, he's
it's kind of in a groove.
It's
Yeah.
It's not just a
It's
fluke,
not,
a
yeah.
fluke game. He's turned a corner where they figured something out.
Yeah.
and he's
And
utilizing it.
It goes back to
And-
throwing strikes, right?
So
Yeah.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth, but I think really the success that he's had is it all goes back to him establishing his fastball. Command your fastball, and everything will play off of that. And you play into the sweeper, you play into the changeup. But I think Boston was caught off guard with how much he utilized his fastball. And then again, like this pitching staff is smart enough to know when you looked at Hunter Brown's outing, Hunter Brown established the fastball.
Hunter
freaking
was throwing gas.
5 1/3 innings, and it's just dominantly fastballs. 98, 98, 98.
He's throwing a 96-mile-an-hour cutter.
Do you know how many 0-2 counts he got in? At
Yeah.
one point, it was like 6 hitters in a row. 0-2 counts, all established with the fastball.
It was crazy because on Saturday the Red Sox looked like they never seen a changeup, And then Sunday, they look like they've never seen a four-seam fastball.
Look like I've never seen a fastball.
Because I obviously understand like Hunter Brown's been throwing nothing but the sinkers, but they must have saw something in the game plan.
Yeah.
Bregman must have saw something in the game plan. Victor or Yainer, whoever it was, they went top shelf.
Yes.
And said,
lot.
here's my fuck you fastball.
Here's 98.
Hit it as far as you can.
There was, I forgot what inning. I think it was either the third or the fourth inning in one of those. It was either one of those innings where the first two hitters he faced, he went 0-2, 0-2, 4 fastballs. He went inner third, top, and like at one of them, I forgot who the hitter was. It was an inside fastball, and it caught a little bit of middle, right? So it's a probably pretty good pitch if you can get the hands through. And it was like an excuse me 2-strike, like, oh shit, he actually threw me another fastball. Next thing you know, you're down 0-2 for the second batter in a row. And then it just carried on and carried on and carried on.
The only time they got hit,
he established the fastball early and kept with it.
The only time they got hit was the first pitch, Spencer and Hunter, where they cheated to a fastball and actually got
ambushed
one.
the fastball.
Yeah.
That's it.
Other
That's
than that,
time.
it was just flat out dominance by both of them. And if we can like do a little fast forward to October,
Yeah.
if you put a metaphorical gun to my head and be like, Spencer's throwing a game 4 or game 5, I'll be like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Because I have a ton of confidence in both those guys, but especially Spencer being a rookie, where if he needs to start a playoff game,
Yeah.
I'll be like, let's ride.
There-
Like, there's a lot of confidence
Jose
there.
Arrighetti,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
LMJ.
Yeah.
at some point in October if a situation arises where you use him for like the first 4 innings and then you piggyback him with somebody else and let him just go shove for 4 straight. Hey, Spencer, just give us 4. Give us everything you got for 4, and then we'll bring in, I don't know, whoever else for 2 innings, and then you get it to the bullpen.
Yeah.
This is kind of where I'm at, where obviously in a vacuum, because we expect Justin Verlander, who we can dive into his stuff because he looked pretty good this weekend.
Yeah.
Where Spencer could get a playoff start or a tandem start, whatever it is, there's a lot of confidence there. There's a lot of confidence if he has to come out of the pen, too.
Yeah.
Hey, go get – is Spencer
I think
your bridge guy?
Yeah.
Is Spencer your Brad Peacock down this stretch?
I think it would make
Your
sense
Will
for
Harris?
him to be in that Lance McCullers 2017 role, where he can come in the 5th and go from like the 5th to the 8th. Yeah.
And
Wherever you need 3 or 4 innings from Spencer Arrighetti, I think we're going to see it in October. Whether it's a starter role or somewhere out of the
bridge guy,
bullpen,
yeah.
I think you'll see it.
well, we've seen the formula over the last 7 years. If you have a bridge guy to this dominant pin, games get extremely short. And I think one of the big question marks, and we're obviously putting the cart before the horse, but there's going to be moments where Joe Espada is going to have his short-term legacy on the line. We saw it with AJ with decisions of pulling a guy or leaving a guy in. We saw it with Dusty pulling a guy or leaving a guy in. There's going to be those moments in October. And the more options you give a rookie manager, it doesn't matter. It may be a rookie coming out of the pen on the road. It may be a rookie coming out of the pen at home. The more options you give this front office, this lab, and this coaching staff, they're going to find ways to win.
Yeah.
And you know what? I say this with like a full heart. Thank you, Ronel Blanco, for everything you've done and you continue to do. Ronel Blanco may not be on a starting roto or a roster because he looks exhausted. And you're not here without him. You're not in October without Ronel Blanco. So obviously we're August 12th saying this. He could go into the 6th man, maybe skipping a start. He'll get refreshed. Hell, he hit 96 on Friday night. So it's not like his arm is velo's down. If Ronell's not pitching, that means there's 7 options that are really, really good come October, where this team is dangerous then. I know there's a lot of baseball, but this team could be dangerous.
I think it makes sense to piggyback Ronell and Spencer.
Spencer? Yeah. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Because I think Ronell, like you said, he hit 96. I don't think it's gone. I just think he can't go as far.
Yeah, you can just tell that he's absolutely gassed.
I want to
Like he labored again through that outing. It's just like the crispness of his pitches just isn't there. They're not as sharp. The command's not there as much as we've seen before, and he just looks gassed. He's just hitting that wall, I think.
You ready for a bar based off what you're saying, Dez?
Yes.
The more ammo you have, the easier it is to hit the target.
Damn.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on it. That is a bar.
Put it on a shirt.
Touche. That was good. We should get a little fortune cookies with all our isms.
With all our
And
random.
then
Yeah.
also, shout out to Josh Hader setting a franchise record for the Houston
Yeah.
Astros.
Tic-tac-toe.
I feel like that.
5 consecutive saves.
I feel like that
For Josh
went by way too quiet. Like
It
that's
did,
a
yeah.
huge
Because-
deal.
Everyone wants to talk about his salary and him blowing games and getting losses and giving up.
Like
you
that.
know,
That is exactly what you want from a closer.
25
come in
straight.
and close the game. That's,
Yeah.
that's all you want.
25 straight.
And to pitch around traffic, to also for the first 2 months be a $95 million holder, essentially, because
Yeah.
we couldn't
I
score.
mean, we were joking, but he had like 6 save opportunities in the first 2 months.
yeah,
Something like that.
and to run 25 in a row to beat, I think,
Yeah.
Brad Lidge's record, right?
Uh-huh.
It's insane. It's tremendous. It's awesome. It's what we need.
Yeah.
That's why you pay the guy that much money. I think also the Boston Red Sox may give Alex Bregman $500 million.
They are. I said it in the group chat. Look,
Yeah, the
I
Red Sox may
said-
give Alex Bregman I mean, they can't give it to Jordan right now, but they
It,
should
I
ma-
give.
it
said
makes too much sense.
I said it in the group text. I said it in our group text. I said Alex Bregman is going to love hitting at Fenway Park for 81 games a year. If the Astros do
my
not sign
gosh.
him back, he will be a Boston Red
I
Sox.
would
There's
say
my take on it.
Marky Mark's
hits
gonna throw his
so
weight around.
well.
Devers.
He hits so well at Fenway. They can move Devers. Devers,
Yeah,
go
Devers,
play first base.
go play first base.
Go play first.
Go DH.
Go play first. Alex Bregman, third base is yours. Here's a blank check.
Yeah.
They're going to do it. I'm telling you.
He also like
And the
he was playing
municipal
the-
aspect, Mark, like you said,
Yeah.
Josh, it makes too much sense.
He was playing the foul
he-
territory there
Dude,
defensively,
hey,
like
dude.
he lives
Like
there.
a glove. That
Yeah.
little slide where I was like, that ball shouldn't even be thought of even
It makes too
catching.
much sense.
Almost grab. I mean,
Ugh,
I
hate
will be
it.
sad.
I'm gonna
think
be
the
sad. He's gonna
entire
get
Astros fan base will be.
Yeah.
But it just makes too much
it
sense.
fits a lot.
Yeah.
If it's not Houston, I think it's gonna be
It's Boston.
He looked great at the plate, obviously, as
God,
we're
he
talking
was
about it.
Unbelievable. On
Oh,
fire.
Reggie, 431 dead center.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he
Then puts one in fucking
440
in the
something.
harbor.
Yeah.
in Haba.
Haba.
The Haba.
I think I said one tweet. He put it. Oh, I think the DeZenzo. Hey,
Good call.
What?
Good
Oh, yeah.
Good call, Brian.
Over the
3
Green
for
Monster.
3, Brian.
3 for 3. If
3
y'all
for
need any
3.
lotto tickets, I'm buying them
Yeah,
today.
dude.
I went 3 for 3. We all hit our picks though, man. Like all three of
DeZenzo.
us like had some really good takes and they all hit, man. I had Jordan being the power numbers going up. He had 3 bombs, had 5 RBIs. I had DeZenzo hitting his first home run over the Green Monster, which worked like a glove or fit like a glove. And then
Worked like a
also, that's fine. And then Hunter Brown mowing guys down, 9 strikeouts.
Yeah.
So you called the sweep.
I had the sweep in Altuve.
and then you had
Yainer.
Yainer. That's right.
Brian King had a couple.
And King had,
He
a
had some
big
good,
strikeout
just
Friday.
not against Devers.
Yeah, well, the games weren't close
Yeah,
enough.
close.
Yeah.
So either way, just well done, fellas. Well done.
All
yeah,
right, go us.
well done. Yeah. So Beyond the Diamond podcast here on the Apollo Podcast Network.
Just a great day.
So sponsored by Big City Wings and Coby Stevens Golf Apparel.
All right.
DeZenzo. Great plug.
Yeah.
DeZenzo hit that shit to fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
He
Dude.
backflipped.
He
backflipped,
stepped
too.
on it.
Yeah. Pimped it.
Yeah.
Fucking
A
great.
little tap.
Yeah, dude.
Pimp,
Loved it.
that toss. Let everyone know.
I love it, dude.
Ended up being the game winner.
Uh-huh.
Ended up being the game winner.
Yeah.
It got the silent treatment on the
Love
dugout.
it.
That was
Love
a
the silent
great
treatment.
silent treatment.
Yeah.
The key about a silent treatment is to make it go so long,
Yep.
it's awkward. And
Don't-
they did it.
Yeah.
They did it so
You
great.
can't
You
give in
cannot-
too early.
Yeah.
You can't jump the gun on a good silent treatment.
Yeah.
And they did it to perfection.
Oh, that was a good
how
one.
awesome is it for him that the first guy to hug him was Jordan Alvarez?
That's pretty
Oh,
sick.
that's
who also hit out of his mind. I got some stats on him
That
too.
last home run where he was like way leaning forward, like to go out and get it, and he pulled it dead center. Like
Yeah,
what?
dude. He's
How did he
insane.
do that?
I know there's what Judge is doing is insane. I know what Soto does is insane.
Fuck Aaron
But-
Judge.
You're such a hater. I can respect. He's putting in an insane season.
He is.
Okay.
I can respect him from a pure baseball standpoint, but plays for the Yankees.
I'm talking. I'm just talking hitting right
Quit
now.
glazing, dude.
I'm just talking. But what Jordan can do, it's like everyone. I think the best way to get him out is just throw it down the middle.
Don't bring it. Don't do the lefty on lefty.
Don't
either.
do lefty. Don't go
stupid.
high fastballs. Don't go sweepers. Don't go changeup. He's one of the best low ball hitters that it doesn't even talked about.
Yeah.
Like he golfs every changeup
Golfs
out.
everything out.
I think the only way you can get Yordan Alvarez out is by throwing it down the middle and just hopefully he gets himself out. Because when he gets on this kind of roll, and I think it's going to keep going just because it's only just been a week and we've seen him do it for, a month stretch, is he almost makes the manager make the decision wrong before the pitcher. Like the pitcher's going to throw a mistake. It's baseball. But like he then compromises the manager because the manager then goes to lefty or goes to a guy who's like, oh, okay, we're not going to throw him fastball. We're going to throw him 6 changeups in a row. Well, after the third changeup, he's going to get his timing down and hit it.
You can't throw the same pitch more than twice.
I think Alex Cora sees nightmares of Yordan Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
And every Boston fan too, because he's been hitting there nonstop.
So I think the thing with Yordan Alvarez here lately is like you said it, Des, just now. You said it's only been a week, but it really hasn't. Like since June 1st, he's got over 1,000 OPS and a 345 batting average with 16 bombs.
Well, and
we're just not seeing the bombs at the consistent rate, but we saw it this past weekend. He's continuing to rake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. I would just walk him. Fuck the bullshit.
They're starting to.
Just walk him.
Yeah,
Why
they
pitch
are.
to him?
Yeah.
You can't bring in a lefty. You can't blow 100 by him. Like, what can you do? You can't throw changeups against him. I mean, what can you do?
And the guy behind him right now, who's not Kyle Tucker, is playing like an MVP.
What
Yainer's doing, he's not getting too big, right?
Yeah.
We talk about baseball. If you ever played at any type of level, there's times where your swing gets so big, and then that leads into your swing getting long, leads into bag mechanic, and then you just spiral out. Like even when you're in a groove and your swing gets big, like that's just terrible for baseball. With Yainer, over the last year and a half, we've seen him get too big in these moments where he's grounding out, he's grounding double plays, he's striking out a lot. When he's his best is when his swing is simplified,
really
it's basic,
compact.
It's foot down, and I'm hitting the ball. And you know what? We talked about, his power numbers are down, That's gonna, as long as his swing is good, that power numbers are gonna turn up. And I think we're starting to see that because they have to pitch to him because now all of a sudden there's bases loaded or
because Bregman
first and
and
second.
Jordan in front of him.
Exactly. So
raking.
Man, you get Tucker back. This lineup gets deep.
He hit that ball out of Fenway, and it looked like the easiest swing I've ever seen in my life. He just like.
So that's what I like the most about Yainer right now is like the short, compact, easy flowing swing. So we know, I think we can all agree, like he's a first swinger. He's a free swinger. I wish I could see the stat of how many times he swings at first pitch. So there are a couple times like over the weekend where he swings through a first pitch slider, but then the in-at-bat adjustments are what impresses me the most about Yainer right now, is you go from, okay, the first pitch is for me. If I swing through it, then I'm going to shorten up, stay compact, get the foot down, and I'm just going to throw the hands and trust myself. And then you see balls that he hits out at Fenway, nice, easy, staying short to the baseball, and look at the launch angle, look how far the baseball goes. That's the most impressive thing so far that I've seen over the last, I don't know, probably month or so with Yainer Diaz, is just in-at-bat adjustments from what he's doing, because swinging through a first pitch fastball really long and not even coming close to it, to simplifying your swing and hitting a double and leading off an inning or driving guys in or whatever it is, the in-at-bat adjustments has just been phenomenal. I mean, and again, like this is a lineup that does not have Kyle Tucker in it. And really, we're what'd you say, August 12th today?
Yeah.
I still don't think we're going to see Kyle Tucker back until probably first or second week of September. Hopefully,
it sounded like he's going to Tampa today. He's meeting the team there to do more activities in front of, I guess, Espada and everyone else. Seemed like he had a good weekend. Good, he didn't travel obviously the road trip. So, looking like September. But I mean, it looks like they're trying to ramp it up a little bit.
He could run some bases. I think I saw.
So you have Dano in 2 days on your show?
Wednesday, yeah.
On Wednesday?
I know he does the Sunday pregame show with Robert Ford, and I'm not mistaken. I think I saw Julia Morales tweeted out that
he was running bases.
He was going to run bases in Tampa, or that's the plan.
Yeah.
So that's a big
they
step.
said something. The wording was like a surprising, like development.
Yeah.
That he's looking way better than they expected. Right
Yeah. So we'll
see.
You get that.
I mean, Tucker in this lineup right now.
Yeah.
If he was hitting like he was at the beginning of the season, that's.
You get DeZenzo. the outfield shakes itself out. And
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. What did I say on the podcast? I said, right now, you're going to have to play the big guy in left field, and he's ran 5 games in a row out in left field, and you have to find a way to have Victor and Diaz in the lineup, and they have both of them in the lineup.
Yes.
Victor
You
behind
get
the plate
Tucker back.
has been a plus,
Look,
too.
you get Tucker back. I know Jake's been struggling. I know you're not a Jake guy.
No. I'm talking about both of them, him and Chaz. Like,
No, I agree.
who do you start?
You start Jake. Yeah, what he does out defensively.
at the least, he's
you
one
play
of
for
the
his
best
defense.
center
Yeah.
fielders.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, hey, Jeremy Pena has quietly had a very, very good series at home.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, he's from the Northeast. Family there.
Yeah, from
Sometimes
Rhode
you just
Island.
need that. It's
Yeah.
like in Moneyball. Scott Eastwood just needed his family there.
Got himself a
Yeah.
little garbage time bomb.
Little
Yeah, he
garbage
got
time
hit
ball.
over,
Hey,
over the green monster.
Yeah.
they all
Why not?
count the same, dude.
Yeah,
they all count
on
the
the
same
stat
at the
sheet.
end.
That's a bomb.
Yeah, he is at a 733 OPS in his last 7 games. He's starting to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe he
They're-
picked up a cold cut sandwich, while he was out there.
A little
Why not?
lobster roll.
Yeah, why not?
The one thing,
Over the green monster.
got some Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Watch
why
the
not,
town.
Yeah. What are you, a cop?
What do you cop? The one of the probably watched The Departed. Probably watched all of Mark Wahlberg's movies.
Probably.
One of the
Ted.
One,
Ted 2.
You got any more references? You got the sickest
mean,
references, guys.
watch Tom Brady's highlights. I mean,
Yeah, just watch all
the big 3. Paul Pierce and
Big 3.
Garnett,
Kevin Garnett.
and Rondo. I mean, we could keep going if you want us to, Josh.
Ray Allen also played for the Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, or maybe he watched the 04 Red Sox.
Yeah.
For
Don't
motivation.
let us win today.
Don't let us win today.
Yeah.
Kevin
Kevin Millar.
Dude, that was good, dude.
You
That was
did it?
good.
Nice. Yeah.
So,
anyways.
yeah.
But we digress.
Verlander.
Yep.
Speaking of Verlander, this is from Lee Van. She was at the Space Cowboys game.
Down in Sugarland.
52 pitches, 36 strikes, 2 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts.
That's exactly that's almost perfect for what you want to see.
Yeah.
He went out there, he threw 50, 60 pitches, threw strikes. Stuff seemed to be good. He seems to be feeling good afterwards.
Yeah. Had his, she clocked the velos, calculated that, tweeted it. You can follow her at LVANN_sports. Fastball was 93.5 to 94.8. Curveball 77.2 to 77.8. Slider 84 to 86. Changeup 85. That was his very first inning. In the second inning, it decreased a little bit, not too much. 92.8 to 94.8 on the four seam, 75 to 77 on the curveball. So spin was there. 83 to 85 on the changeup, 84 to 87 on the slider. But like I think you said, all in all, got the heat, got probably a good sweat in.
Yep.
Through to Sally, someone that he's thrown to before.
The most important thing is how he feels
back.
the next day.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they said he's feeling good.
That's huge. That's huge. You get. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Call the mayor.
I was saying this the other day. This rotation is up there. If you have JV back, this rotation is up there with 2017, even maybe 2019, 2022. Like, it's up there with the rotation and bullpen. You have a lot of weapons.
2019 will be one of the best rotations I've ever had.
2019 was very top heavy.
Verlander,
yeah,
Garrett
Verlander,
Cole,
I mean, what you
Zach
expect.
Greinke.
The big three, it's tough to beat that big three, but I think overall, the
Production.
5-6 man rotation, this rotation is, we tweeted it out from Apollo.
I read those stats on the
last 5
on the radio.
starts. Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, you have Framber, who's 33 and 2/3.
I don't think I saw this.
Yeah, Framber's last 5 starts, 33 and 2/3 inning pitch, 2.41 ERA, 41 Ks. Hunter Brown, 29 innings pitch, 2.48 ERA, 34 Ks. Spencer Arrighetti, 31 innings pitch, 3.19 ERA, and 43 Ks.
Pretty good.
That's their last 5 starts each, and then that's not counting Kikuchi, who's looked solid in his
I
two
really
starts.
forgot about him.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, and then you have Ronell, who's grinding through it, but he's not
Not awful.
been bad. Yeah.
If you just said you had Framber, Hunter, Spencer, and Kikuchi for October, I would still say, yeah, I think the Astros can win the World Series.
Yeah. And then you had JV on that.
You had JV, and you have Ronell.
You have Ronell for hopefully
You-
like a solid
yeah.
3-4 innings.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've won and lost in a lot of different ways, right? 2017, you had an offense and steady pitching of the piggyback, right? Obviously the juice balls as well, because those games were crazy. In 19, you had a very top-heavy 1-2-3, one of the best offenses, ran into a very hot team, won 7 games. 21, you were beat to shit.
You limped into the
You
World
limped in.
Series.
21, yeah, they shouldn't have been.
You limped into the World Series.
No
Think
way
about
should have
that.
beat the Red Sox. You
Absolutely
do.
not.
Jason
you-
Castro.
Jason Castro. I was just going to say Jason
you,
Castro.
you
Thank
chase. Yeah, thank you, Jason Castro. I think he still needs to come on the pod. He said he was going to
Yeah,
come
he
on
said
the
he was
pod,
gonna-
and then he
going to.
retired.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I
Well,
was
he's
like, you
probably
couldn't say that on the
fishing
podcast.
or-
Probably.
You also pushed a healthy Braves team
to 6.
outside of Cunha
6 games.
to 6
Mm-hmm.
with a team that's probably your worst
Yeah.
in
out
this
of this
run.
golden era, yeah.
Yeah.
22, you had the starting pitching, but you had a dominant bullpen. The pitching was very much like
Yeah.
you just had to get to the 6th inning to get to the bullpen. Like that was the mindset. This year, you have 4 steady arms, and you have 3 back end guys. That bridge is the only question mark in the playoffs, and you have a Taylor Scott, you have a King, you have an Ort, you have a Spencer, you have a Blanco. You have a lot of guys that could bridge those games to get to the big 3.
You have a Whitley.
You have
Forrest
Awesome.
Whitley. Y'all see what he's doing?
I gotta call him up, right?
Hold on.
So
Hold on.
While he's looking that up,
I got it right here. Right here.
I think
Forrest Whitley.
okay.
Sorry. Last 14 outings. ERA of 0. 14 and 2/3 innings pitched. 4 walks, 17 strikeouts.
That's about as dominant as you can be.
Dude, you got to bring him up and you got to throw him in the bullpen. Caleb Ort, huge Caleb Ort fan.
That's a fun weapon.
That dude throws fucking cheddar. I'm talking like here's
effortlessly.
99 over the top, hit it, motherfuckers, and they're not doing it.
Wow, that was aggressive.
Yeah, it's aggressive because that dude throws
It
ched.
does.
I mean, the Astros
Holy
essentially,
shit.
as much as we love the guy, big fan of Ryan Stanek. He's a big
Friend of
fan
the
of us,
program.
friend of the program.
Yeah, love
Family.
Ryan Stanton.
But they essentially replaced Ryan Stanek in the aggregate, and then just straight up replaced him, just with a waiver pickup.
Yeah.
or however they got it
Dude,
ordered.
You
I am
replaced him.
all about Caleb Ort.
You replaced World Series champion Ryan Stanek, World
Uh-huh.
Series champion Phil Maton, and World Series champion Hector Neris.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
with
Taylor Scott.
Taylor Scott
with duct tape and fishing line.
and bubblegum.
essentially. And bubblegum,
Caleb
yeah.
Ort, King, Seth for a long time, and then obviously the big 3.
Yeah.
I mean, Dana Brown. Well done. Absolutely.
The guy- I
Sometimes the best move is not making a move.
Sometimes we maybe need to not judge a GM in a marathon 162 game season until it's over.
Yeah,
Maybe
I also,
that's
I mean, I've said it before on this podcast. I think there's other factors that we don't know about that could be affecting Dana Brown and his decision making. But the
I
things
would
that
say
have done,
Yeah, I would say any of the moves that I feel and know that are Dana Brown moves I've liked almost every one
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
the Caleb Ort decision, like just watching him throw in Boston, I mean,
So what?
Dude.
Yeah.
he chunks.
He chunks.
He's-
I mean,
he's
just
nasty.
it's effortless.
Yeah.
Effortless.
Hey, we were talking about Jason Castro coming on the pod. Can we got to get DeZenzo on the pod,
Yes.
and then also, can we get Alex Bregman on the pod?
Yeah, we need to get Braggy before. He
I mean,
leaves.
y'all. We have his phone number. Y'all
I
the
know.
ones, get him
We've-
on here. Yeah.
We've done so much.
He's a
with
big
him.
fan of you, Brian. So
I don't
you.
understand why we can't get him.
All right, we'll get him on. We'll get him on.
At least before he leaves for Boston.
It was tough. It was tough to get the guys that we know very well on because we were 20 games below 500.
Yeah.
You know, like no one wants to come and talk when
Yeah.
when the whole city's ready to just like.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Burn the city
I
down.
mean, we can take a clip right here and then play all the voicemails that we had to go through.
Yeah.
If someone wants to do that out there, because the fan base was counting days to training camp for the Texans.
Texans, yep.
They were looking for the NBA draft for the Rockets, and they were already looking for prospects to draft in the top 10.
Yeah.
Like-
Everybody's saying, "Oh, the Astros are going to get that first pick."
And to now be in August 12th in the dog days, in first place, a virtual tie. It's
good.
162. There's a reason why you play 162.
marathon.
It's a marathon.
Hey,
Not
we
as
we were expecting the dog days this summer, but we got the dog days. this
Oh.
summer, you know what I'm saying?
We've
Dogs came
neglected
out.
it. We fucked up. We've neglected.
Holy shit, it
That's
just
on
dawned
us.
on me.
That's how bad the. That's
Well, the-
Dude, we
they-
haven't done
that's on
dog
us.
of the week
Yeah,
in
but we
all year.
yeah, it hasn't been. It's
Where's
around.
our? Do we
right
even
there.
know where the guys?
Should we do it? Friday
what are-
live show.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
Friday
this
live show.
Friday on the live show.
Friday
will
live
be-
show.
That'll be a live show segment.
Live
for sure.
show.
I cannot believe that.
we
I
know
can't-
it's on
for
us.
once, we can get the fan vote live.
Yeah,
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Noon Friday.
noon Friday. Be there.
Wow.
Last question.
Yes.
Before we end it up, where would you rank this rotation? Or would you rank all the rotations from this golden era?
From this what?
Golden era since 2017.
19.
I think 19 would be first.
This is when they're healthy.
Yeah.
19, 18.
18, 17.
Oh.
No, sorry.
22.
19, 18, 2022. Hold on. It's 19, then it's 18 for sure. Then I think it's 2022.
22.
Then I would say this year's. Then I would say 17. I'm not even counting 2020 because it was COVID. Oh, and 2021's dead last.
Yeah, 2021's dead last.
Right? Or do you switch?
I would switch.
I think
19
this,
was nasty. I don't care what anybody
I think
says.
that.
I think
I think
in
this
my
one
opinion,
could jump 17.
I think this rotation
I think
is
this
better
ro-
than 2017.
Think about what we're seeing here, though.
No, I know. I think this rotation potentially
Could?
Yeah.
jump 17.
Who was in
a
that
good
rotation? Verlander,
Morton.
Dallas Keuchel, Morton. Wasn't Lance in there?
Lance, yeah. He was in the back of it, yeah.
2017.
Didn't what's his
and
name
it was,
throw?
it
Didn't
was a
dickhead
rat.
Mike Fires?
It was a rat for
Keuchel threw a lot.
a lot
Yeah.
of the season.
Hold on.
Mike Fires. what a pussy.
Postseason was JV, then Keuchel.
Wasn't Brad Peacock in that rotation too?
Yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Who was the other guy that I'm thinking of? He plays for San Diego, or he played for Pittsburgh.
Musgrove.
Joe Musgrove was there. Brad Peacock saved that season.
Game one was Keuchel. Game 2 was Verlander.
Wow. we
Game
went Keuchel
3 was
over-
Lance. Game 4 was Charlie. Game 5 was Keuchel.
then JV.
6 Verlander,
Verlander.
7 Charlie.
Yeah.
Or
It was Lance and then Charlie.
Lance Charlie.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2019.
Charlie.
I think it's 2018,
No,
2022. Then you can make a case between now
I think this rotation's better than 2017.
and 2017.
I think
it's-
Framber's better than Keuchel.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think
Verlander's better than Verlander.
No.
as no
2017
but
Verlander's
I would
pretty good.
I would say Hunter's better than
Morton.
than Lance was that year, or even you could say Spencer is better than right now. Maybe Lance was that year. I don't know. That's tough.
No,
It's-
I mean, Lance got you 2 dubs.
yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah, but
with
we
how
got-
he's
we-
pitching right now. Like I'm just saying potential. We won't know until the end of the season.
No.
Yeah.
But it could be. It could be.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say 17, 24,
Yeah. We'll see.
21,
Yeah.
20.
It's deeper. I would say it's definitely deeper.
I mean, hell, we had no
There's more
idea
weapons.
who Luis Garcia was, and he got called up through Game 4 of the ALCS in
Yeah.
2020.
Luis Garcia. Hey,
A lot
come
can happen.
Hey, drive in from Fayetteville, please.
yeah.
Hey, it's honestly, it's just a no. There's no fans, so don't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's just an inter squad game. Just happened to be Game
Yeah,
4 of the
just happens
ALCS
to
against
be,
the Rays.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's crazy
That
they
year
even
was
went to
wild.
the Game 7. They were not very good that year.
You had a Millie Paredes.
That's
Oh.
nut. That's so
Who-
nuts.
yeah, you had
Andre
Scrub.
Scrub.
Yep.
You had Blake Taylor.
Yep.
Paredes. Who else did you
Urquidy.
have? Your Kitty, Javi,
was in there.
Luis.
Yep.
Man,
Lance.
no JV.
Nope.
Lance was the
Yeah,
ace.
no Lance.
You
Lance
had
missed 20.
you had Fromber who
No, Lance pitched in 20.
Lance pitching 20.
Fromber
He pitched the last game that we lost.
Fromber was getting yelled at by Carlos Correa.
Yeah. Oh, you had Framber before Framber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Lance was the ace that year.
In 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was him versus Charlie, right?
Yeah.
In 7, Game 7.
God, I barely even remember that. COVID was a
It's a fever dream.
weird time, man.
All right, predictions for this series, real quick, and then let's end it. You got
So you got
Framber, Kikuchi,
Kikuchi,
and
Rennell,
Rennell, yeah.
For what?
This
Tampa
series.
Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you were still.
He
we're
was
doing
lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
No, we should get out of here.
So I think Kikuchi pitches well again. I think he gets to 6. I think he strikes out between 8 and 10.
Rays are tough. to strike
They
out.
are tough, and they're in that division, so they're going to be familiar with him. But I still think
mean, he just faced him. Didn't he?
he did.
Yeah.
But I think with him, they just faced him. But I think with him being able to throw the changeup a little more, this is his 3rd time out.
Yeah.
I think he gets to 6 this time. I think Fromber continues to do what Fromber's done over the last 6, 7, 8 outings. I think it gets you through. I think it gets to 6 1/3.
Okay.
But I think this will be more ground balls than strikeouts.
Okay.
And then I'm still I understand that Renel Blanco has really grinded through, and like we've said over the last couple episodes, labored. But I'm just really worried about his usage, meaning all of the innings on that arm and that body.
I mean, hopefully, I would think they would be, but hopefully they are planning for him to not go as long because it's becoming a pattern. So they have a long arm that's like
long
ready.
relief.
Yeah,
it's like almost like a piggyback situation.
Yeah, almost like an emergency piggyback that's prepared.
Yeah.
I think we see that.
And then I think with this offense, I just think the offense continues to roll. I think the
bang.
offense is hot right now.
You got to bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get back to home, taking another series.
Yeah. Just win 2 out of 3.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a Jose Altuve leadoff home
bomb?
run right down that left field line. That little
Oh,
cutout.
A little cutout, yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been to Tropicana Field?
I haven't.
It's the worst stadium I've ever been to in my
Yeah,
life.
sounds awful.
I don't even understand how they play there. It's insane.
Thank God they weren't there for that 2020 ALCS. At least we had a better looking
Crazy.
ballpark.
Yeah, I haven't been out there. Well, they just got like a
They got approved for a new
approved, right,
stadium.
for the-
Yeah, I think it's in
2028.
yeah.
Something like that.
So,
or wherever it is. I always get confused.
but
Win 2 out of 3
just win.
And
Just get back to home
and
and keep doing what you're doing.
and
keep
win
stacking wins.
Win tonight, and while you're headed to watch the Astros, make sure you head over to Big City Wings.
Houston's wing joint, Paul's wing joint. Monday special is I think they have, as you're watching this, $1.50 Bud Lights going to 4 p.m. 2 for Tuesdays, Burger Wednesdays, 2 for Thursdays. I maybe had a good relaxing weekend in the Colorado Vitamins. DoorDashed me some Big City Wings. I was craving some boneless wings, dude, and it just hit the spot. I'm a potato wedge guy too, so it was just
Oh, you can get Big City Wings on DoorDash?
yeah, you can.
All right.
Thanks
Good
for
to
the
know.
invite.
Sorry, dude.
I live 15 minutes from you.
Sorry, I'll DoorDash it to you.
Believe
next
that?
time.
Can't believe it,
Unbelievable.
man.
Unreal, man.
What shirt are you wearing today?
Coby Stevens Golf Apparel at CobyStevens.com. They got a full lineup of T-shirts. They got Astros T-shirts. They got USA T-shirts. They got whatever you need. They got humor T-shirts, golf cart, golf. What is it?
Lifestyle.
The,
Golf lifestyle content.
The Cart Girl T-shirt. They got a Masters line on there as well. The Azalea shirt Dez was wearing last episode. They've got anything and everything you need if you are a golfer. But you don't have to be a golfer to wear Coby Stevens Golf Apparel. It's a lifestyle brand for everyone. Use code APOLLO HOU
Oh, great code.
for 25% off your entire order. They got polos, hats,
Crazy.
T-shirts, pants, shorts, joggers, and a super savings section up to 75% off. Use code APOLLO HOU for Coby Stevens Golf Apparel. Josh, get us out of here.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond the Diamond podcast. We will be live Friday at noon. Come hang out. We'll give out our first dog of the week of the season.
so bad.
No, I think we did. I think we gave Renell
No,
one.
I think we did. At the
Yeah, we
very,
did. Yeah, when we were
did
sitting
it.
out there.
We tried to at the start of the season, and then it got so bad that we just.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I think we
Okay,
just
you're
gave
right.
it to Renell. We were like, he's 5-0.
That's right.
That's
we gave
the
it to him
only
for his
price.
no hitter.
yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, we will be back Friday. Hopefully, Astros get a sweep. We'll see you later.
Peace. Love you guys.